Hello, technologists and everyone in the EDAP 688 class. This is your welcome video. You will get one of these every Friday before class meets the following week to kind of lay out what you could expect for class. I know that the entire class is made up of people taking the class online, and so as I wrote to you earlier in the summer, this class will still meet synchronously. In other words, I will be there Tuesday night starting at 4:30. And if no one shows up, that's fine. I just start recording and talking to myself in an empty room. It's an interesting sight. And you are more than welcome to come join me in that empty room sometime if you want to. Let's go over the class and to show you the uniqueness of this course. First of all, everything is here. Here's the syllabus. Here are the modules. And as you can see, when you land in our class, it lands you right here where it talks about taking an online class. Please read this. Specifically about the role of you. I'm a facilitator, and I have packed this thing with as much information. This is probably the most you're going to read from a class with me. So get used to it. I also, when I've taught this class in the past, I've had my students buy, at one time we bought 2 books, and then we got it down to 1 book, and even the 1 book was so ridiculously expensive. So what I've been able to do, and I'll show you where it lives here in just a second, is Google Books, yay for Google Books, has been able to put in excerpts of the book Understanding by Design by Wiggins and McTeague, and we have that inside of our course. It's like 180 some odd pages. Actually, it might be more than that, but it's all there, and we're not going to use it all, but the parts that we're going to use, we're going to need to use. So as you can see, here are the parts of what we're going to be talking about. There's the good old T-Pack. Here is Jay McTeague talking about Understanding by Design. Here's another piece that we'll be looking at, the TIM, Technology Integration Matrix, and then Universal Design for Learning, one of my near and dear to my heart. Let's go over here and look. Here's the syllabus. It's all set and ready to go. I've double-checked it and triple-checked it. If there is any disparity between what is in the syllabus and the blackboard wins out. And I'll show you why in just a second. Our course modules are only 4 because this class originally was set up to be a 2-week class in the summer. And there's no reason why it can't be a shorter class, but I always felt like I was cheating people because we basically didn't have the time to really cover things. So we're going to take the time to really cover things. We're going to start in Module 1 talking about conceptual theoretical frameworks and curriculum and their relationships. And you have a little assignment to do for it. Here is Understanding T-Pack and TIM. That'll be Module number 2. Ignore where it says Module number 1. I'll fix that. You have had T-Pack before from me if you've had any classes with me. But this time we're going to do a much deeper dive into T-Pack. And we're also looking at TIM. Now, why am I doing T-Pack and TIM? It goes back to the original Module 1 about theoretical and conceptual frameworks. We will be doing a very deep dive because this is the focus and this is where your hat gets built, and this is Understanding by Design. I put everything in here, including what would have been a textbook for you to have to buy at $90, and there it is. So thank you, Google Text, or Google Books I should say. And this is all legal. There's nothing funny going on here. This is all perfectly legal. If you want to have a copy of it, I'll go ahead and put the link in here, so if you want to go get your own copy. I thought about printing it out for you, but as I said, it turned out to be 14. No, it didn't turn out to be 14 million pages. It turned out to be like, I'm going to say 180, possibly 200. As I said, it's a lot. So, Module 3 is our heavy one, and we'll take our time with this because in Module 3 we have to understand how to create the Understanding by Design lesson plan. To use a cliche that they throw out all the time, you can't start the journey unless you know where you're going. So we go over all of this. We go over it in great detail. And all of this, as you can see, is taken from an article by Wiggins and McTeague and also from Chapter 4 and Chapter 3s and 5. I had the great honor at one time of actually sitting in the professional development seminars that actually you see in this module that were led by Grant Wiggins, an incredible presenter, an incredible mind. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. His colleague Jay McTeague is. But I'd be honest with you, I'd be less than honest with you if I didn't say Grant was he was the voice as well as the mind behind Understanding by Design. Module 4 is Universal Design for Learning. This is near and dear to my heart. I will take you through it. It's extremely easy to use, but extremely powerful to use. This Module 5, there's nothing here for you to do. There is just plenty of resources here. What we've done over the years is we've allowed people who have taken this class to put in the resources that they like the best, that they have used in their class. So we've put them all in here. And yeah, we've had some really good stuff. But this is not something you have to create. This is just a resource for you. Finally, here's the hat, where you will develop a technology-rich mini unit that only has 5 lessons in it. Let me go up here and show you now then the assignments. We are no longer using live text. You can hold the applause. We will be using just the good old assignments feature that's in all Blackboard, and here they are. You'll notice that the rubrics are always here. Anything that requires you to use a separate document is also here. And I hope that this will be fairly straightforward. I think, to me, this makes a heck of a lot more sense than live text ever did. And down here, as you can see, these are the 3. This is the rubric. But here's your template, and for your unit, it's very straightforward. And here's your template for creating the lesson. I actually feel that the lesson design, in Understanding by Design, is actually much easier to use and is used by quite a few districts across the Commonwealth. One time, Oldham County was using it, and frankly, the good folks at Understanding by Design, a lot of their work became the foundation upon which Charlotte Danielson based her stuff. So, you know, I think you're going to enjoy the class. How do we do the hat? Well, you create the hat, and then you're going to sign up with me for a time when we will get together, and you will use, and I will use, the Collaborate Ultra, and we will drop in together. I give you the moderator ability, and then you're going to show me what you have created and what your thinking behind it was. I want you to make this very specific to what you do. Do not try to create something different that doesn't represent your teaching. That's the whole point of this. So, and if you're not teaching, but you're in another role, but you still need to create stuff, fine. In the hat, I say very clearly that your mini unit can be made up of lessons that are sequential and linear, or they may represent snapshots of different lessons within your curriculum. Then that's fine. You know, either way that you want to do it is wonderful. As you can see, it's sitting here. I'll move it to its proper place. There's our Collaborate, and you will be using this to meet with me online to share your unit. As always, if you have any questions, concerns, you need to let me know things, you may reach me by using my text number at 502-457-2937. Everybody that's in the class has been with me before, so you know all that. If you don't mind the first text you send me, even though we probably have you already in my contacts, just put your name in it just so I can make sure that you are there. And I will look forward to seeing you Tuesday at 4:30. If you're not going to make it Tuesday at 4:30, that is fine. Not a problem at all. It will all be recorded, and it all will be placed in 2 locations. I'll have it here, located in each module under the title of the module. I will have it, of course, over here in the Collaborate space. And I will send out announcements that will have it embedded in there as well. All right. Look forward to working with you and seeing you. Well, not seeing you, hearing from you